I remember one time a devotee was suffering from an asthma attack and he started to cry out, Krishna, Krishna, why you are doing this to me? It was the most terrifying and offensive thing to hear someone say that. I stopped him, how you can say that? We have committed so many sinful activities in our life, in our countless lives. If we are suffering, is it not only our own fault from our previous lives and this life? How you are blaming Krishna? The materialist is committing so many, you see, this is material life. Materialist, he does all kinds of nasty things, all kinds of offensive things. And if he gets a little success, he thinks, I am so clever. I am so expert. I have created this situation for myself. I am so happy, powerful, and well situated. And as soon as he's put in misery, he thinks, why Krishna is doing this to me? And a devotee, he suffers any kind of difficulty. He thinks that this is due to all the sinful life I have always done. Krishna is so kind, he's only giving me a token of what I deserve. And if he has any success, he thinks, oh, look what Krishna has done. You see, what is sleeping for the self-realized soul is awakened time for the man in materialistic ignorance. And what is the waking time? And what is for the self-realized soul? That is the sleeping time for the materialist. They are like the two opposite sides of the coin, like day and night. So the materialist, he has no shelter. Therefore, he is always miserable. And the devotee, he has no problem. And he has always Krishna's shelter. Therefore, it is said, someone who is a pure devotee, he is the reservoir of all the good qualities of the demigods. So this Krishna conscious movement is meant for creating brahmanas, Prabhupada said, because the society has no brahmanas. In fact, Srila Prabhupada said that when we take new people into our movement, they may not be able to follow all our principles. So better they live outside and come to the temple and associate and learn Vairagya. Learn what is the philosophy. When they're willing to follow all of our Krishna conscious principles, then let them come and stay. Because we don't want to bring materialistic people within our society because they will contaminate the whole thing. This society is meant, so it doesn't matter if the whole world doesn't become just like our society. We don't expect everyone will become devotee like this. But someone should show what is the standard. What is the standard of perfection? That is the mission of this movement. And if someone cannot maintain this standard, then we should not let him in until he's strong enough by associating that he can actually maintain. That is for his own benefit. So anyone who is a disciple in this sampradaya is expected to be on the level of surrender to the spiritual master. And according to his occupational position, according to his service as assigned to him by the spiritual master, he is to carry out those instructions. That is why we don't accept cheap disciples. We don't want millions of disciples. There are some gurus in Bengal who they take 1,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people in a big pandal. They say, everybody stand up who wants to take initiation. So everybody stands up. Now raise your hand. Then he says, Tat Sat or something, and all my disciples. 10,000, one shot. You come and give your guru dakshin and the tent on the side. And it's not income tax exemptable, but you can give number 2. Principle, simply donate to the guru. No other principle. And make me more disciples. And they throw something religious, but no restriction. You can eat meat, you can do this, you can do that. You'll become God very soon. This is their promise. You worship me because I am God, and what is the result? You will also become God. So in this way they're cheating. So this Krishna conscious movement, Prabhupada said, is not interested in that. We want to find who are the sincere seekers of the absolute truth, and we want to give them an opportunity to reach the goal. Otherwise, we can reduce our standard, we can get so many people. But by reducing our standard, if they don't reach Krishna, what is the use? To maintain some artificial followers. If you pay disciples, you can get lots. But what is the use? Disciple means that he is giving to the Guru. In Mayapur, I often think that we should pay something, token, and we'll get so many people because they want to send home 50 rupees to their mother. But the question, of course, is that if they're doing no service and they come there and follow all the principles and take a token, then they're making a step up. There's some progress, and that way it has some good value. But how to maintain that is not the standard? how to keep the standard. Actually, the real standard is to be completely surrendered. That is a very difficult situation. That there's two things. One thing is to bring people up. But then you see, then there's so many sub-religious principles. You can argue that, well, if you give charity, get a person to give charity, that is also bringing him up. But the real thing is we want to get the person up, back to Godhead. So there has to be the complete program to take a person from the first step to the last step. Otherwise, we're cheating. We're misleading the people. If we cannot take one to the full goal, then we shouldn't sit on these big seats, so we shouldn't preach Krishna consciousness. Then we're bluffing. We have to be able to take the person from the beginning to the end of the stage.